Okay, here we are to review the MRWA Water website. If you'll notice here, you find https mrwawater.org. You'll notice that the HTTPS makes it a secure site. So what you'll find, MRWA Water is going to be one of your most important websites that you'll come in contact with as a water or wastewater operator. Training, all of our training is in, you can access it with two ways here. Now this website, let me tell you, does change at times because we try to keep it updated. We don't want it to be the same dull old site day in and day out. So every few months it gets a little bit of a new look. You can access the training through this training tab up here on the top left, or you can access it through this training tab in the center of the page. Let's click on it. And you'll see all of the training, even a map of all the training scattered around the state. You can see that we do lots of water and wastewater training. And here's more resources, some online training with Suncoast. And if you click on this Natural Resources tab here, it goes to the Operator Certification page for Natural Resources, DNR. Roll on down, you'll see we're filming this in May of 18, so you'll see all of May's classes here. And just roll on down as you see one you like. Let's look at this water regulations update in Louisiana. We click on that. So you roll down and it's got all the information about it, even a Google map to find it. Got the price there. It's a free class. It's a one-day free, so there's no charge. To find out more about it, you click on the little more button there. Elks Lodge is in Louisiana, Missouri is where it is. All of the information is here. As you'll see here, it has drinking water treatment 6.5 hours, distribution 6.5 hours. Wastewater has none because it's a straight water class. The description covers everything that's going to be talked about in this class. And you can sign up right here. Just do the add to cart and it'll get you signed up. Okay, let's back up where we were to start with. Tabs across the top. We've got conferences. If you see, when you see the little arrow beside it right there is a drop down box. So this is information that on all of our conferences, the annual conference, the Boot Hill Expo, Office Professional Seminar at the Lake, and Fall Operations Maintenance and Symposium at the Lake. Those can also be addressed through this conference tab here. Membership information, this is, click on here, it'd be system membership, associate membership here, an individual membership here. System membership is the one that gets you, if you're watching this video, you're a system member, but your system membership information is there. What we offer, well, let's click on that. It doesn't have a drop down, so we'll click on it. As we roll down, we see the field and training services, water technical assistance, wastewater technical assistance, source water planning. Now the way it's set up is we've got circuit riders. Let's go to that right quick and let's run through that and then we'll back up to this. MRWA Water Staff Executive Director is Randy Norden. The office manager is Crystal Cooper. If you call on the telephone, you'll either talk to Siam or Maggie. Maggie is a training secretary, and that is who you'll deal with mostly on all your training information. Andy Bowman is the marketing director. That's the one that'll send out your e-news updates, and he compiles the Waterlines magazine. Email blasts come from him, so that's who that is. MRWA Water Circuit Riders. Billy Everett has been with MRWA Water for like 20-something years, and he's a senior circuit rider. Does drinking water. Joanne Stein, drinking water circuit rider. Joe's been with the MRWA water for many, many years. 15 or more. I've lost track, actually. Rad Rayburn, a drinking water circuit rider. Now, what these guys do, if you got a drinking water problem, call them. They will come to your system and assist you with figuring it out. There's myself, my picture. I do management and energy efficiency and apprenticeship, all. So feel free to call me with any kind of management question you've got, or if you want an energy efficiency assessment, give me a call. Liz Grove, management circuit rider. Liz is a senior management circuit rider. She is the guru of management. Wayne Roderman, research conservation circuit rider. Wayne does mostly leak detection. If you've got a leak that you can't find, you can call Wayne, or you can call one of the water circuit riders. They all have leak detection equipment. And like if you've got a leak under pavement, these guys can trace it down for you, save you from digging up miles of streets. Wastewater technician Donald Jones in the southern part of the state, and Gary Weber in the northern part of the state. And these two guys are a wealth of knowledge in wastewater, let me tell you. Technical staff, Tom Hyatt. You'll hear his presentations a lot in these training videos. Tom is our water training specialist. Tom is a treatment guru, and Tom knows his stuff. Jim Patton, source water protection specialist. If you don't have a source water protection plan, you need one. It'll get you points on a DNR application for state revolving funds, and you need to know what's around your source anyway. So give Jim a call if you need a source water protection plan written up. Howard Baker is a mapping specialist. Howard maps systems with GIS mapping. These maps will be within just a few inches or sub-foot metering, and he will come and map your system. You'll show him where everything's at. They'll shoot it, put it on GIS map. You'll have it on a website. You'll have a wall map. You can get a book for your vehicle and all. Eric Fuchs. Eric is an ag resource technician and emergency response coordinator, and he also does energy assessments. So if you've got any emergency questions, Eric is the guy to call. That pretty well sums up all of our staff. And like I said, this staff will come on site and help you with any of this stuff. We also have Certified Office Professional Program. This is for office clerk and managerial staff that wants to become a certified office professional. We can do that. Liz Grove is the contact for that, and she can tell you all about that. We talked about wastewater technical assistance. These guys will come into your system and help you figure out any wastewater issue. Just yesterday, I was at a system, and Donald was there showing the operator there and assisting him on how to sludge judge his lagoon. We talked leak detection. There's 4 guys that can help you with leak detection. Energy assessments, we talked after 2 of us doing that. Board training. We do board and council training. If your board or council needs training, and most do, we offer that kind of around the state at various places. But we can come and do one on site if your board wants one done in-house. MRWA affiliate services. These are things that we have found that we like to do, like awards of excellence. Each year we do a Drinking Water System of the Year award, a Wastewater System of the Year award, Source Water Protection award. At the Office Professionals Conference, we're recognized an Office Professional of the Year. And at the Fall Operators, we'll recognize a Water Operator of the Year and a Wastewater Operator of the Year. These are guys that has excelled in their field, or gals. They've excelled in their field. MRWA text alerts. You can sign up right here. So you click here for MRWA free text alerts. Those will alert you of classes in your immediate area, and different reminders that things you at times need to do, like if there's an ice storm coming, it'll remind you to warm up your generators and stuff. Annual surveys of wage, benefit, and system rates. Every other year we do a wage survey, and every other year we do a benefit and system rates. Let me back up. 1 year we do the wage and benefit. The next year we do the system rates. They'll be back to back. They flip 1 year after the other. So if you want to, they say system rates, if you want to see what your neighboring systems or systems that is the same size as your system are doing for what their rates are, you can look it up in here. Same with the wages. They're typically done by system size. So you can look up what your neighboring systems are paying. It's a voluntary. If your system doesn't want to include your information, they don't have to, but a survey is sent out yearly, so they have the opportunity to send that information in. It's a great tool for operators and clerks to know what's going on in other systems. Missouri Water has a scholarship committee, and we award 4 scholarships for each college term. And as a member, you all can if you've got kids that need a scholarship, by all means apply for it. We have several iPhone and Android apps for the water operator. We will discuss these at some point in time in this apprenticeship training. They all help make your job just a little bit easier. Drug take-back events, we participate in drug take-back events because we realize that the drugs, if they're not disposed of properly, can and it will at some point in time contaminate your water system. Products and services that we offer through National Rural Water. Missouri Rural Water is an affiliate of National Rural Water, which every state in the United States is a member of National Rural Water, and they lobby on your behalf constantly for water and wastewater issues in Washington, D.C. Now, Missouri Rural Water has a lobbyist in the Missouri House and Senate ourselves. So part of your membership helps support lobbying efforts, both state and national. Priceless for a water system. Some of these products and services we offer are ServLine, which is a residential service line and leak adjustment program. Your system can get this insurance, and if a customer has a leak, it pays for the leak. That way the customer's not out any money, and that way you don't have to make adjustments to people's water bills and end up losing money in the process. Data breach insurance is through Bailey Special Risk. This is insurance for just what it says, data breach. If your system's hacked, they help you figure out the issues, and insurance protects it. Helps pay for your remediation, and that's always going to be a big cost if you have a data breach and your customer's information is out there and you would have to pay for their credit reports for a year. This insurance covers that kind of stuff. Missouri Public Entity Packs is a way that your liability insurance for the system can be purchased through Missouri Public Entity Pack, and a portion of that comes back to Missouri Rural Water. That's one thing that Missouri Water has bought these trailers that are generators through this rebates on this public entity pack. So you're buying insurance through that actually helps yourself in the long run. RuralWaterImpact.com is websites for water systems. If your system doesn't have a good website and needs one, these folks will build one for you. I've seen some of them. They're nice and they work smooth. Healthy Benefits is an insurance that a system can purchase for employees. It's a health insurance it's a good deal, and it's considerably cheaper than some insurances are. I don't know if they're the bottom line, but they're right down there at being economical and good. We use it at MRWA Water ourselves. Ford Fleet Program. It's a benefit MRWA Water members to where you can buy Ford trucks at fleet programs to save the system money. Okay, that's a lot of things that MRWA Water offers. The biggest thing that you'll be involved in is the training and the assistance with the circuit riders coming to your system and assisting you with issues that you have. MRWA Water Classifieds tab takes you to a place here where there's classifieds. Looks like there's showing 27 employment opportunities here. A general and some seeking employment. Never know, those come and go. But it does show that there's a lot of employment opportunities open for water operators. Legislative Corner tab. Right now the legislature is not in session, but when it is, there's the updated bills are here, and you can click on this. Like this is House Bill 1272. You can click on it and go to the information on that House bill. And these are all bills that MRWA Water this year tracked and watched and argued for and against in the House and the Senate. If it's a HB, it's a House bill. If it's an SB, it's a Senate bill. So it's one of the things that's sight unseen that MRWA Water does for your benefit, for your system's benefit, which if it benefits the system, it benefits you. Downloads is a popular tab on the website. This is where you can download information that here's like a master meter reading template that you can download. Emergency operations plan. Here's the actual wage and benefits survey for 17 that we talked about a while ago. You can download that. You can print it out. You can just save it as a file and open it up if you need to. I mean, there's lots of information. Like here for sample documents, 143 sample documents in this download section. And you can search in the search bar to find what you need, or you can just go to sample documents and look through them and see if there's any that help you out. We don't even know what's there because there's so many there, really, to be honest with you. Conference presentations. If you go to one of our conferences and there's a PowerPoint presentation that you wanted information from, if we can get them from the presenter, they'll be downloaded here at this conference presentation tab. Okay, on to things to know. This is basically links to all kinds of different stuff. Regulatory links, certified operator information online. That takes you to dnr.mo.gov. Operators where you can log in and look up your renewal hours and such. EPA website, Natural Resources website, MRWA well driller search, DNR offices. All of these different things here, are links to where you can find information that things that you might want to know or look up. Let's go to emergency response and sizing a generator calculator. Wow. SEMA, anything, things you need to know, but you can't remember all the time. You can jump on here and look them up. Water tools that we mentioned earlier. The phone apps. Well, most of the phone apps are here in the drinking water tracking tools. These tools, like when you're doing, you'll learn more about water loss, but you always wonder how much water is leaking through a pipe, through a leak, and you need to document that for your water loss. Let's just click on this one here. This is a hole in the pipe. let's say that this diameter of this hole was 1/4 of an inch. That'd be 0.25. Let's say your pressure at the time of the leak, say you usually have 60 pounds pressure, but because it's leaking, it's down to 50 pounds pressure. We'll put 50 psi in there. And it's leak time, let's say you caught it in 8 hours before you got it fixed. Okay, and here's the results. Gallons per minute lost from the leak is 9.23 gallons per minute. Total gallons lost in 8 hours time was 4,430.4 gallons of water lost in that time. Really great information at different times that you can find on here. Some special calculators. Okay, let's just, being we talked leak, let's just talk monthly water loss. Here we go. Is an easy way to figure your water loss. Let's say you pumped 100,000 gallons this month. That's not a whole great lot, but and let's say you sold 80,000 gallons. So that shows down here at the bottom. Look, you got 20,000 gallons lost because you're subtracting what you sold from what you sell. So you got 20% water loss. But you had this 4,000 gallon leak. So let's put leak in here because you know where it went. So that raises your water loss to only 16%. So say you did a bunch of flushing and you flushed 10,000 gallons that month out to flush your water lines to clear them up. So that makes your water loss only 6%. So anything 10% and below is pretty good. So therefore, what water loss does, and we'll have a whole session on water loss, but water loss actually is the condition of your distribution system. If you've got high loss that you can't account for, you've got issues, or your distribution system is just leaking and wore out. Disinfection formula. Let's do a tank disinfection formula. Say you got 100,000 gallon tank standing up there in the air, and you wanna shoot this thing to disinfect it. You wanna hit it hot, really hot. Let's say 50 parts per million. Okay, if you was using bleach, 5% gallons of bleach, it'd take 100 bottles of it. If you was using liquid chlorine gas, it'd take 41.7 pounds. If you're using 65% HTH, it takes 64 pounds. So handy calculators on here that you'll learn how to do all this by hand anyway. And then here's the phone apps once again, and most of those are on the phone app. Here's the leak detection one that we looked at. Here's the disinfection one we looked at. So most of those tools are on there also. Let's go up to the top again to the About tab. If you drop down, you see Missouri Water Board of Directors, Missouri Water, each let's just click on that. Each area, each region of Missouri has a director. So wherever you live, you have a director that represents you as Missouri Water. We'll scroll down through these. And here is the regions for Missouri Water. Like say if you live in Pulaski County, right here you're in Region 4. Okay, back to Missouri Water staff. We've gone through this. If you need a staff person's phone number and you don't have it programmed in your phone, which you will after you call them once, I guarantee you, or you don't have one of their cards, you can look on here, find their phone number or their email address. On the About also has Water Lines magazine. This is the magazine your system gets in the mail, but you can actually view it online here just as easy anytime you want to. Or to contact us. You can contact us online asking a question or requesting help if you need to. Phone call's always quicker though. Here's a chance for you to submit a thank you letter. You can do it paper and pencil, or you can do it electronically. We like to see it mailed into the office. When Randy goes to D.C. or the state to lobby, or even the lobbyist, it's really good when they go in with a handful of letters with systems say, hey, thank you for your assistance. You saved us a lot of money. You found this leak that we couldn't find, and it was leaking in 3 months, and it cost us $5,000 worth of water, electricity, and chemical costs, and also you all saved us a fortune by finding this leak for us. Or MRWA Water. Let's go to the top to the store, and we've got various books and information available. Here's our newest thing, is a meter wrench. It's really neat. It's stainless steel meter wrench, custom made from MRWA Water. If you bought something that's in this cart here, which I should not have anything in my cart, good, it says cart empty. Here's your home tab to go back home anytime you get lost and need to go back home. Let's go over this home page again. There's some things that we didn't cover in these Tupper tabs. Nominate for an award. If you've got someone at your system that you think deserves some recognition, you can go on here. You know, if like say Operator of the Year, if your chief operator is doing a good job, or even one of your operators doing a good job, just click right there on Water Operator of the Year and put their name in here in the system and your name and information here, and submit them for an award. We like to see that interaction. We appreciate it. Subs is a new billing system for, I'll click on that, for small systems under 250 connections. Over that, you need a billing system that does bookkeeping and everything, so we don't try to do that, but we can supply this subs billing system for real small systems that all they need is just a billing program to be able to mail out their bills without having to do it by hand. Contact us form is there again. Right here is where you put in your email address to get the e-news updates, and you want to do that. Text alerts is the same way. And here's where you can download the iPhone apps and the Android apps in either the Google Play Store or the iTunes App Store. Just more information here, some DNR information to help you help navigate their list, their website a little bit. Our affiliate spotlight of this month is Healthy Benefits. Now, we just recently had an open house at the office where we cook fish and cobbler in a Dutch oven, and it's a good thing. We just recognize various things and people, and the next day we go to the Capitol and pass out lunches to the employees at the state Capitol, and systems that attend typically go visit with their legislature from their local area and say hi and say, hey, appreciate you helping out with water and sewer issues. So here we are back to the same. You can access our training. It's all on the front page, or it's at the training tab, either one, so you can access it in either place. We want to make training easy for you to find. I've always thought that, not because I work for them, but I've always thought MRWA Water was the premier trainers in the state of Missouri, and there's several months worth on here. As you can see, there's just a lot of training on here. Plumb up, there's some already in certification that's already, we book it a long time ahead. Some of it's already on there. Plumb up for in September is when it starts. Starts in September, ends in October. So as you see, MRWA Water website is a wealth of information for the water or the wastewater operator. Feel free to click on it. Just enter it in MRWAwater.org. You probably want to bookmark it, so it would be easy. to find, and just play around with it. And we will see you in the next video.